Hi all, Midun back with a new video. So basically this is sixth video of our contract episode, and in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain about the offer. In previous sessions we explained already there are some ingredient section of a contract. If a contract should need to be valid, it should have an offer, it should have an acceptance, a consideration, capacity of party, possibility of performance. So these things we already explained in the previous session. So in this session we're going to explain about offer. Actually, offer is one of the key item in a contract. So I'm just explaining the types of offer, what is an offer, what is valid offer, some examples also, and also going to explain significance on offer. If you are someone who want to work as a contracts manager or a contract administrator, it's very important to know the each ingredient of a contract in detail. So today's agenda will be I will be explaining types of offer, a valid offer, some examples, and significance. So types of offer. Offer is mainly classified into express offer, implied offer, generic offer, specific offer, positive offer, negative offer, continuous offer, counter offer, and cross offer. So this is if you're working in a contract industry, be it a construction, be it any other industry, you will come across these kind of offers. So it is your turn to if you are in a be it offerer end or offeree end, it's your decision to decide what kind of offer you are received or what kind of offer you are given. So expressed offer is like basically you will be expressly stating the offer. For example, I am selling my car which is of red color, which is driven 1 lakh kilometer, and manufacturing date is 2013, no accident history, full option. So this is a very expressed offer. I'm selling this car with this specification for 10 lakhs Indian rupees. So this is like a very specific expressed offer. An implied offer is I'm selling my VDI car. VDI. So VDI means it's a diesel variant. So there's an interpretation issue is there. So it's not expressly stated, but still there is an implied indication of the offer. So I'm selling my white color Swift VDI car or Maruti Suzuki VDI car. It's kind of an implied offer, because VDI it's depends on the interpretation of parties. What is VDI? Then there is generic offer and specific offer. Generic offer is basically open to all. Offer given to everyone is called generic offer. For example, an open tender, a government tender will be open tender, so that anybody can participate. So that's an example for generic tender. A specific offer, obviously, it's for specified person, maybe for single person or a couple of selected person. For example, a specific tendering process. You issuing tender or RFP only to pre-qualified bidders. That's an example of specific offer. So let's come positive and negative offer. Positive offer is basically nature of offer. It's this classification mainly based on the nature. Positive offer means to do something. Negative offer to not to do something. For example, if you go to, I'm telling to my friend, okay, if you can go to Dubai and buy a car for me, I can pay you 10,000 dirhams. This is a positive offer. I'm telling you to do something, so I will pay some amount. Negative offer is like if you can't go there, it's all going to be negative in nature. If you don't do it, I gonna pay. This is something like that. If you, I will give you one more example. If you clean the room, I will give you 1,000 rupees. That is positive. If you don't clean the room, I will give you 1,000 rupees. That's a negative offer. Okay. Then continuous offer is basically again I can tell you it's an offer which is open for a specific amount of time actually. For example, our tender. We are sending tender and telling the bidders that the tender cutoff date is after 1 month or after 12 days or after 14 days. So till 14 days the tender is open. That's called continuous offer. A counter offer is basically you might have already come across in many situations and you might have done hundreds of counter offer. So for example, somebody selling anything, like if somebody is selling his car for 10 lakhs and you are telling I can buy it for 9 lakhs, that's a counter offer, simple as it is. And crossover, very rare chance to happen the crossover, because when offer and counter offer happen same time, or that's called like a crossover. It's very rare chance it will occur. Now, moving to what is a valid offer. So, if you receive an offer from somebody, or you receive an offer from, or you giving offer to somebody, you should know like, are you giving a valid offer or not? Because if you giving a non-valid offer to someone and the contrast you perform, some issue happened, you go to court, that will affect the legality of the document actually. So if there's no valid offer, that will obviously impact the validity of the offer. So be very careful whenever you giving offer or receiving offer. So to become a valid offer, we have some criteria. So there should be an offerer and offeree. I mentioned here as a conferee. It's a typo error actually. It's offerer and offeree. Offerer is someone who gives the offer, and offeree is someone who receives the offer. For example, I'm telling my friend I'm selling my car of blah blah specification for 100 for 10 lakhs. I'm offerer and he is the one who's offering. Okay, and this should be communicated. The offer is very important, it should be communicated. Then offer should be definite and non-ambiguous. There should be intention to create a legal bond. Should be possible to perform. A mere statement is not an offer. Invitation to tender is not an offer. Invitation to make an offer is not an offer. Invitation for quotation is not an offer. Negotiation details are not an offer. Newspaper ads are not offer. I'm going to describe in detail like what all these items are actually, and let's see how it's going to be. So there should be an offerer and offeree. If you want to qualify an offer, there should be an offerer, there should be offerer. You cannot just open or make it offer without an offeree. Okay, and this should be communicated, so that's very very important. So like whenever you submit a tender or a letter, you always send to the person and you get a signature also, or a receiver stamp also. This is the intent behind that. This should be always communicated. So as I said, it's very important. Offer should be always communicated. If you have an offer to someone, you communicate to that person, because unless you communicate, they don't know your offer. Then offer should be definite and non-ambiguous. Why? Because if you are give you an indefinite or a non-ambiguous or a confusing offer, the person at the other end, like the offeree, will be confused what this guy is selling. He will be having confusion like, so what this guy exactly selling, or what this offer is exactly. For example, I'm just telling my friend I'm selling my car. I haven't mentioned the car model. I haven't mentioned the car color. I haven't mentioned the car kilometers driven. Nothing. So this is like non-ambiguous offer. So he will be having, or other person will be having their own interpretation, and they will come up with without clarity, or maybe sometimes they will load this risk into their acceptance. So this is called offer should be definite and non-ambiguous, because if offer is definite, non-definite and non-ambiguous, that will be a different issue, that will lead to different issues like loading unnecessary risk, future conflict, future dispute. Because in our car example, I would say like I'm selling my white car. What if I'm having two car which is both are white, the other guy will tell, I thought you were selling your Civic. I said no, I'm selling my Swift. Okay, this is not for that. So that confusion will be there. That's the reason we are telling offer should be always definite and non-ambiguous. Then there should be intention to create a legal bond, because if you're giving an offer, you should have an intention to create a legal bond. If you don't have an intention to create a legal bond, that offer will not be valid. Because for example, if you're giving an illegal offer, that will not be considered as an offer. For example, you're telling your friend, if you can make me bomb, I can pay you 100 dirhams. So that's illegal. So this is a, like, there's no intention for him to create a legal bonding, because that will obviously going to make a illegal contract. So there always should be a create legal bonding intention. Then the last thing is it should be possible to perform. You can't give an offer which is impossible to perform. If even if other party accept that offer in front of the eye of the court or law, it will be a invalid offer or a invalid contract. I will give an example. So imagine you have a dog, a pet dog, and you love the dog very much. Unfortunately, the dog died actually. So you are very sad, and you telling your friend or who is a doctor or who is a black magician. You're telling, if you can give life to my death dog, I can pay you 1 lakh rupees. So it's obvious like nobody can give life to a or give life to your dead dog or dead whatever been dead. So it's impossible to perform. This kind of offer is invalid actually. Imagine situation, your friend, that black magician, he accept the offer. Yes, I can give life to your dead dog. Send me 1 lakh. You send 1 lakh rupees because of the love you had with your dog. You know that like even he try hard, it's not going to live. Then he do some, some kind of puja stuff, and he said no, it's not possible. In this case you can't sue him, you can't go to court and tell him this guy had not fulfilled his obligation. The court will say this offer was impossible to perform, so this is invalid offer or invalid contract. It's a void contract, it's a void at ab initio contract. So that is the significance behind the possible to perform. Then there is something, mere statement is not an offer. Okay, mere statement is not an offer because if you are just telling, I may sell my car for 10 lakhs. This just a statement. You're not telling your friend, dude, I'm going to sell my car for 10 lakhs. If you want, take it. You're just telling, I may sell my car. This is just a mere statement. He can't just step in and say, yes, I would like to buy your car for 10 lakhs, because there is not an offer at all. You are just making a statement. Against the statement, he can't accept. So the mere statement is not an offer. Then other is invitation made to make an offer, or invitation for quotation is not an offer actually. Sometimes you will send the request for quotation to the market. That doesn't mean that you're giving offer to them. That is just you getting quotation for price reference. Same way, if you are getting a proposal offer from the market, it doesn't mean that's an offer. You may review it, you will go through the documents, and sometimes you may give it and sometimes not also. So invitation to make an offer is not an offer, invitation to quotation is not an offer. Then the next point is very important, negotiation details are not offer. So in our construction industry, we always will be having negotiations and stuff and all. So please mindful, this negotiation details are not offer. This is just a supporting document to your offer. Offer, it has to get officially, even though you do negotiation, even you send mail, record everything, but still you have to get an offer officially. And again, newspaper ads are not offer. That's just an ad actually. It doesn't specify an offer requirement, something like that. So I hope you are clear with the validity of offers. Guys, be very careful whenever you receive an offer or giving an offer. Make sure that's valid, because or else that will cause an void or invoidable or invalid contract. So why it is very important? Because I already explained like why it's. I will explain this in next slide actually. It's because I need to explain a couple of things on this in detail. So I'll be explaining next slide. Thank you very much.